Hello, my audience. I'm so glad to share my story today with a great best-selling author. It is done. No, it is not. So that's the name of the book. It is done. Let's see what is the reason of that book. Why the book there in this life and why this person, a normal mother, became a expression coach. I love that title, and then I want to know more about it. So let's welcome Michelle Jones to the series Mothers in May. Welcome, Michelle.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you. I love to see, your beautiful nails and as always, your beautiful smile. So I've got a bit of like a long story that Michelle may not know this. Like, we were coming from a same community long time ago. I'm not sure it's how many years, it's more than maybe 10 years. But when I saw the profile and then your growth and then your way of helping other people and your things are changing in your life. And that's where the conversation started. Why can't I bring you in the series? And thank you for joining with us, Michelle. Every people in the community may have different journey, but whatever you have gone through, the thing that you're doing, you repurposing that for your journey, that's where the power is. And that's what I am actually showcasing here, how the sufferings and the pain and then I would say neglect and maybe in the core products like a guilt, shame, anger, anxiety, you can channel that to anything. You can do it. But this wonderful woman is actually channeling that to help other people through her own book and through her own expression. So, Michelle, tell us about you, who you are, and then what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Vismi, for this amazing introduction. And welcome. And thank you, listeners of Win FM 88.9. I hope I got that correct.
Yes.
Thank you for having me here today. So, I am Michelle Jones. I'm an international best-selling author of the book It Is Done. And it was a collaborated project. I say our book because 15 entrepreneurs from all around the world wrote this book together because of one woman, a mother as well, Dr. Istahar Zamil. A big shout out to that woman who gave me the opportunity to represent Australia and India, where I
Mhm.
was born and where I come from. And it's so beautiful that we all 15 entrepreneurs got together in this book project. And this amazing book that's in my hand
Mhm.
um, was born, and we have shared our stories, each chapter,
Mhm.
how and myself, my story was appreciation and gratitude,
Mhm.
and how I have changed my pain into power.
Mhm.
We all have challenges in our life. I still do have. I won't say problems. I mentioned problems and I've changed it to challenges.
Mhm.
And yeah, we soldier on. When we have challenges, we soldier on.
Mhm.
And yeah, that gave me the opportunity to grow.
Mhm.
And I became a self expression coach.
Mhm.
Now, what is a self expression coach? If any one of you are wondering today, I've written my notes here.
Mhm.
I love to write. So I'll
Yeah.
be looking down so I don't miss any of my points here.
Mhm.
So, what I do as a self expression coach is I have curated mentoring,
Mhm.
particularly for you, for us, to let go of those limiting beliefs.
Mhm.
And when we let go of our limiting beliefs, we give room to grow. We give room to ourselves to self express. And today I speak because I've got the opportunity. Thank you, Bismi. Thank you, Win FM 88.9, for letting my voice out to show that I'm just a normal mother, not a normal mother. Yeah, I'm just a mother. I'm just a woman. But I've come here today. I was nervous.
Mhm.
And my hands are cold, but I'm doing it anyway for myself, for
Mhm.
Bismi, and for all the people hearing today.
Mhm.
That gave me the opportunity then to become an educator. I am an educator by day. That's my day job. I
Mm-hmm.
am thankful for this job, this opportunity. A big shout out to my management, my team, my children in Sparrow, Manolates. So
Mm-hmm.
I work as an educator at Sparrow, the company Sparrow, and
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing. It's amazing to get to know all these people, get to know the families, build relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I come in as an educator. That's about it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
great.
me in a
That's a
nutshell.
real good blurb that what you're doing or why you're doing. So I love that self-expression coach and how that is helping many other people. So you mentioned your motherhood. So I would really love to find out your description about motherhood.
Mm, that's a lovely, lovely question. Thank you, Bismi. So, mother,
Mhm.
what's motherhood for me is something that changed. I was told back in India that I'll never conceive, but I have three beautiful children.
Mm.
And growing up, I give gratitude to my mom, Janet Trevor. She was the one who brought all of us up back in India, and it was challenging, but she did it,
Mm.
and she taught me resilience.
Mm.
I would like to take this moment when you said motherhood. I've written in my book, it is done. And I've written it out here so I don't miss any of my children, how I have given gratitude and what motherhood has taught me.
Mm.
So it's amazing how our children teach us so many things.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll in the conversation when I have to give what I cherish
Mm.
probably.
Yeah.
So the best moments that I cherish and give gratitude to my three children. I named them today. Dominica, my eldest,
Mm-hmm.
she teaches me to be assertive,
Mm-hmm.
bold, and caring.
Yeah.
My Ella teaches me to be, sorry, I'm getting a bit choked, but I'm going to do it anyway. My Ella teaches me to be vivacious, creative, and fun. And my beautiful son, Matthias, teaches me to be just me, unique, special in my own quirkiness. That's motherhood for me.
That's an awesome way that you're connecting with your three kids and then, defining your motherhood in that way. So that's an awesome way of expressing yourself, Michelle.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. And you mentioned that you were told that you can't become a mother, and
Mhm.
then becoming a mother. That's a great journey, isn't it? Because when you know that you can't, and then when it comes as a blessing, so you got three blessings as your in your life as children. So I can see how you connected with that blessings, and that blessings are helping you to become the better version of you. That's a very great way of uh, giving gratitude that to that blessing, isn't it? So how
Yeah.
do you feel about being that mother after this long? So how old is your elder one?
My eldest is going to be 19 this month.
Wow, so
Um,
okay, you got to 19, and then the younger.
17. My middle is going to be 17, and my son is going to be, has turned 9 actually. So,
Mm, okay.
and one more thing, Bismi, I would like to tell you and the listeners today hearing is when the doctors told me that I couldn't conceive,
Mm,
I I was young that time, and I said I did not believe that. I did
mm,
not believe. And when we migrated and came to Australia in 2004, in 2005, we were expecting our firstborn. So
mm,
miracles do happen, and uh,
mm.
believing in yourself, and everything is miracles happen.
Yeah, I think that's a truth because it's always creation is always happening two times. Once in yourself when you believe, and then next time when it is happening. So When you believe that you can become a mother, then it is already happening with the blessing from our Almighty. So that's a great way. Always, like, my tagline is also the same. Like, if you connect with your core, that's the change happening. So you are actually telling, even though you heard that you can't become a mother, you didn't believe it. You believe that you will become a mother. And, time showed that is true, that, when you believe it, the miracles happen. That's great one. So I'm going to, you mentioned about the cherished moment about motherhood, but can you share with your life? I know that you had ups and downs, and then you've gone through different struggles. You had to, have that pain about your motherhood and child mother relationship and all. But in all those midst of your life, where you are now, what are the best moments you still cherish close to your heart?
So, what I mostly cherish is my resilience,
Mm-hmm.
my self belief, no matter what. Like I said, we have challenging times in our life,
Mm,
but if we stay there, we stay there. And when we stay in that space, we are not serving ourselves. We
mm,
each one of us, including me, all of us listening here today, we all are here created for a purpose.
mm,
So I wanted to say this to my listeners today, that this too shall pass. That's
mm,
just amazing phase that I have been telling myself. This too shall pass.
mm.
So if it is a challenging day, this too shall pass.
Yeah, okay. So that's what you picking up, like, if you had a pain, that also shall pass. So you don't need to be connected to that pain, because that's what you did, your transformation. You picked that pain into power. So, do you want to share a bit more about your journey? How did you transfer that pain to power? You mentioned about the lady who helped you to write the book and then becoming that coach. Can you share a bit more about that? So, how
Yeah,
did you do that? Yeah.
sure. So it's 4 years ago. I was rock bottom. I do say I was rock bottom because it was a change transition in my life for the
Mm,
better for myself, for my
yeah.
children, and for my ex husband. But when I say change my pain into power, I got this opportunity to write this book. I
Mm,
showed up just as I was at 4 a.m. in the morning for a meeting. She's in America and I'm here
mm,
across the globe. And when she heard my story, she said, "That's it. You are the VIP person to write this book. You're going to write a good story." She believed in me before I
mm,
believed in myself. That's why I have huge, huge gratitude to this woman and to all the people. And I
mm,
truly believe that in raising others,
mm,
we stand taller. How beautiful this community will be if we start just raising one person at a time, one person, and truly
mm,
believing that no matter what, you don't have to get something in return. Just do it. You will
mm.
rise. You
Yeah.
will feel fulfilled. You will feel gratitude. And that
Mm,
warmth in your heart, I have sensed it. That
mm,
warmth in my heart when I do things around the community. At first, I used to think, oh, I'm going to get back something, but nothing, I got disappointed. But then I
mm,
changed my mindset and I said, it's not about always, you know, taking back. It's about giving and getting. Of course, we all like to get, why not?
mm.
So that's pretty much.
Yeah, that's very good. So, can I check one more thing about you? So, as a self-expression coach, how do you help us? Like, how do you help us to express ourselves better?
Okay, so when I say I'm a self-expression coach, I don't help you. You are helping yourself. You are
Mm-hmm,
taking the first step
mm-hmm,
and you invest in something. I say invest because I used to say, oh my God, this program costs so much. And there you go. Your whole
mm-hmm,
mindset is on that money. But when
mm-hmm,
I changed cost into investment, because I invested in myself, in
mm-hmm,
another coach, I found a friend, Prachi Mehra,
mm-hmm,
another beautiful mom. Her story, she's in Melbourne too. She's
mm-hmm,
grown and she showed me. I She taught me actually and showed me how when you change the concept of costing something to investment, the whole
Mm.
thing changes altogether, and you feel empowered.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
more of like the mindset. So if you want to
correct.
become something, you need to it's everywhere. You need to invest to get something. You need to learn to become better. So it's more of like a give and take. So you will enable the people how to be a better investment option in your life to be the better self in yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a very good way to identify. Yes, Michelle. Yeah.
yeah. So what I basically will do together as a team, whoever comes, the clients that come to me, first thing we work on your limiting beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it depends. I choose either some have limiting beliefs around money, and
Mm-hmm.
some have basically two things. I'm basically focus on relationships and money.
Mm-hmm.
We all love money. I do love money. I do say it loud.
Mm-hmm.
I love money, and money loves me. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a good thing. We all need money to pay our
Mm-hmm.
bills and the good things that you get in from money. So there are two different programs here. So we choose in the first one-on-one breakthrough session. You can speak to me. I get to know you a little, and then we pick a limiting belief if that's a
Mm-hmm.
path that you would like to take. But I truly believe until you smash those limiting beliefs, you can't build,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't. And then that when you break those limiting beliefs, that's when you will honestly unleash your power. I have
Mm-hmm.
my program. My program is called Unleash Your Power or
Mm-hmm.
Unleash Your Inner Beauty, I've called it. You will truly express yourself. And I see, what's the correct word? I want everyone in this world to express yourself just the way you are.
That's awesome because that's the trouble of our generation, right? We always leave other people dream. We always express what the family needs to express, or we will be showing off what your partner wants to, or what your community wants to. So, but you are a firm believer of that, whatever within you, whatever you are, you need to express that because that's what your purpose. Yeah, that making sense. So that's a great way of helping people to find out what exactly you are called for, right? Yeah,
Yes.
that's an awesome one. So being an educator, being a coach, and then you helping these people, how do you juggle or between your motherhood and your own self, and then prioritizing everything together?
Okay. I have to say, I failed terribly in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to give gratitude to the father of our children. We
Mm-hmm.
have a balance. This is my story. I do have a balance, but there are so many mothers out there, single mothers, shout out to them today, that are doing it on their own. The
Mm-hmm.
first thing I'll tell you, do not hustle, do not juggle, have that balance.
Mm-hmm.
Be the present parent that you need to be at the moment, and
Mm-hmm.
be the person that you want to be. So for me as a business now, I make sure I will take clients and do stuff around when my children are not with me. I
Mm-hmm.
prioritize my calendar. I
Mm-hmm.
have my day job as an educator at Sparrow. I give my whole self day, building my relationships with my teammates and
Mm-hmm.
my parents there. And it's a beautiful journey. I love them so much. Do
Mm-hmm.
come and visit us at Sparrow Early Learning Manor Lakes.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see you all.
Mhm. So it's more like you putting a priority and then you putting the schedule for everything, and then your priority is your kids, and then you will give your time to other things when the kids are not around. So that's a beautiful thing that because you have that, as you mentioned, that balanced parenting, that you can have your own time and then the time to help other people. That's an awesome way of doing it. That's so. How about like your children's? They're learning that they're doing their extracurricular activities. You are also participating in those ones. And I can see that being an educator, you know how to deal with those things, right? Because you are already trained to look after kids, and you are aware of doing all those things. That's a great way of raising children, because in this, especially in Australian and European countries, like having two families in their life is a normal thing for younger generation. And then the expectations are different to different. So father will be raising them in a different way, mother will be having different style, and the values will be different. And then even their way of eating habits and healthy habits will be different. So you are having that balance. So my question is related to the month of May, which we usually do awareness of family violence, and then how do we educate people about it. So what's your thoughts on family violence and education around that?
Wow. Ah, I have a strong voice about family violence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Family violence or any kind of violence is a big no,
Mm,
no matter whether it's starts from the home.
mm,
We all have a voice. We all have a thing to say stop. Even if you don't have the voice, we have the organizations. Now I know myself. There are
mm,
so many organizations out there to help the woman and to
mm,
help that man. I
mm.
say that man, that woman, because family violence can be both ways. You know,
Yes.
it's not only about women being abused, it's about
Mm,
men who are being abused, but they don't have
mm,
a say.
exactly.
And I want to be that voice for the men as well. In the beginning, I used to say that I'm a woman empowering person. I've changed that 4 years down the line.
Mm,
I will not go gender based.
mm,
I will stick to the human race.
mm.
So, what was your question about the family violence? It's a
So
big
you
no.
clearly mentioned that I totally agree that it is not a male-oriented or a female-oriented issues. The perpetrators and victims are on both sides, like a male and female, they both can be victims and the perpetrators. So you clearly mentioned that you are going with that human rights, which is
Correct.
what exactly I believe and I stand for as well, because if we are doing something against male in our partnership, there is something wrong in that initial conversation or a initial way of communication, that we didn't speak up or we didn't put up our expectations. So we always believed, the sound by clapping will come up only with two hands, but if we do with one, it's there is no real hard sound. So I totally agree with the way that you were talking about the family violence, that you are an advocate for male and female. I love that. I love that, because sometimes, like, if you go with that mindset of women empowerment, we may forget about the victims from the other side. And in this world, now gender is having many different definitions. So we need to include the diversity in everything. So that's a great answer, Michelle. So I'm just going through, your journey, and then finding out that if you are going through any issues in your life, you may have different people at different times in your life. And I know that when you start your journey 4 years ago, you must have, got help from different people on the way, and then you picked up, or you must have attracted to the right person where your purpose and their purpose connected. So on that journey, so can you share with me, how did you identify all different coaches and all these people in your life, or
Okay.
people like you that trying to find out a mentor, because I'm just coming out of this relationship, but what should I do? So what are the areas that I can go and find out good mentors like what you did? Yeah.
Yeah. So I shifted my focus on not not on what has happened till date, till that time 4 years ago. I shifted
Yes.
my focus on self love,
Mm,
big time. growing up back in India, I have to mention this, that self-love was selfish. I'm not putting a blame on anyone here. They did what they did. Our parents brought us up in a lifestyle that they knew. But
Mm.
I've broken those chains. I've
Yeah.
started showing myself, and my children see it now. Self-love is not selfish. Of course, my girls don't believe in it, but they have their own belief, and that's fine. I'm okay with that too.
Mm.
That's their life, their journey. They are adults now. One is an adult. One is going to be an adult soon. So
Yeah.
you know how it goes with teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just self-love is very important. Don't think that self-love is selfish.
Yeah.
In filling your cup, you get to fill others.
Okay. I love that because it's a generational trauma, right? If it is self-love is what we say, self-love is a priority. It is not a selfish thing. It's more of like beginning of everything. So I love that. So I would love to share for my listeners, what is your motivation or your message to our listeners on 88.9 FM?
All right, I've written for do you want me to give a message to the mothers, or do you want me to give a message to all the listeners out there? Let's do it,
Uh,
all the listeners.
Over to you. It's your choice. Yes.
Thank you. So, uh, it's from my beautiful. It's from a quote. It's actually my quote from our book. It is done,
Mhm.
and it goes like this: Be gentle with yourself.
Mhm.
Be gentle with yourself, because life is about the journey, not the destination.
Mhm.
And just to wind it up today, I would like to say to myself that, thank you for this opportunity, and I'll share this little experience that I had with my children. And I had a very, 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 very challenging day. And my only focus was to get my children to school. So I got them into the car, and I was driving. I have to get my children on time to school no matter what, Mish. And just this thought came to my mind, and I like to end this. The thought that came to my mind was, it's a good day to have a great day. And every single day, no matter what. And if I have a challenging day, I say to myself, Mish,
Mhm.
it's a good day to have a great day. So thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful listeners.
Wow, that's an awesome way to end the conversation, Michelle. So it's a good day to have a great day.
And remember, do it with full. It's a good day to have a great day.
Okay, awesome. That's I love it. I love your energy. That's great. No wonder why you are on that, that coaching platform because you are expressing that with 100% energy. Well done, well done. Yeah. So thank you, Michelle, for your great energy and sharing your story. It's so empowering to see the movement from where you were 4 years ago and then where you are now, and then spreading that love, joy, and peace to the people around you. So, thank you so much for having your time with us and all the very best. And wish you a great Mother's Day. And I'm sure that you had a good time with your kids. And it's not a day, I know that it's a lifetime journey, motherhood. So, enjoy and experience each and every moment of your motherhood, and then be that model that you are expressing yourself to your kids. So, all the very best, Michelle, and thank you for joining with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, my listeners, you were listening from Michelle Jones. So, she is having a great transformative story from being a normal Indian mom to a self expression coach. And it didn't happen in a day. It has its own path, it has different people that she is grateful for, and then she's still evolving. So, the story is telling you this. If you are going through a tough time, if you are in unhealthy relationship, if you think that you are not living your dream, it is not an end. It is a beginning. You need to speak up to the people like Michelle and other different coaches you learned and heard through this series and come up. with your own expression of love and peace and joy. So, thank you, Michelle, again for having us. And to my audience at the end, if you are listening to me on this day, you are a lucky winner. You can answer the question in the description along with how we can reach out to Michelle. And if you are a lucky winner, you will be going to a concert in July, and it is happening, and you will be in the platinum seat. So answer to my question on this description, and then you can be a lucky winner. So thank you, my community, for sharing these amazing stories of women in this May, and then empowering yourself and encouraging the community to become a better community where you express yourself. That's how we're spreading love, joy, and peace. Thank you.